In former Deputy Assistant Secretary of State for Legislative Affairs, Joel Rubin. Joel, thank you for being here.
It's great to be with you.
Like we just mentioned, the protesters that hacked the Iran state's TV broadcast, they had a clear message to join their efforts and rise up. Iran has a tightly controlled state media and propaganda machine. What kind of effect does this call for action have?
Well, Natasha, what's happening right now in Iran is really unprecedented. We're seeing waves of protests led by women who are, it's organically taking over the streets across the country. And they are demanding equality. They're demanding the freedom to dress as they choose and to take off the hijab. And so these efforts, this hacking as an example, it really does point to both the protesters, they're not alone, as well as to the regime, makes it understand that it doesn't have impunity, that it can't just control the airwaves. And so now a significant amount of the fight is about who gets their message out. And the Iranian government has tried to shut that down. And we're seeing efforts externally by the United States, the Biden administration, Elon Musk, and others to try to ensure that communication flows inside of Iran to allow these protesters to vent their thoughts and their rage.
As the situation only continues to grow more tense and more volatile, what is different about this moment of protest from other protests we've seen in the past in this country? Are we witnessing a revolution taking place right now?
It's impossible to say that a revolution is in front of us until we actually see the ultimate results. But what we are seeing right now in terms of the intensity of the on-the-ground protests is that this is distinct from previous ones. There aren't here calls for economic equality or for better elections, democracy, or for other kinds of demands that we've seen in the past. These are basic calls for human rights and dignity for women across the country. And we're seeing young people stepping in ways that was unimaginable previously. So this is taking on a very cultural dynamic to it, not a purely political dynamic. And so while this may continue for some time, it may peter out, we don't know. The effect of this, the awareness of this by the population and amongst women in particular of their power and their agency and their voice, that's not going to dissipate anytime soon. And this regime is responding as it always does, with violence and force in a very despicable manner.
I mean, it is at times emotional what is happening there and the women rising up. In your opinion, what should the U.S. be doing right now? Should our administration be showing more support for these protests and protesters?
We've got real balancing equities here that are challenging to the Biden administration, to all countries around the world, because not only is there a sympathy for and support for the protesters, and for example, from the United States, we've seen the Biden administration sanction these quote-unquote morality police, lift other sanctions on technology so that there could be support for communications technology getting into the country that prior to this lifting was not available. But we also have a real national security dilemma with Iran, which is very close to acquiring enough fissile material for one nuclear weapon, closer than they ever have been. And we want to prevent a new country from getting a nuclear weapon. Look at what Vladimir Putin is doing as an example, extorting the West with his nuclear weapons. We want to avoid that. So there's been a negotiation. It's ongoing. It's a little dormant right now to try to get Iran to not advance to nuclear bomb. And at the same time, showing support for the protesters is a very fine line. But I think the administration is messaging this properly, taking the actions it needs to, and continuing to talk tough to the Iranians that they need to cool it. And they need to hear from their people and allow those people to have the freedoms that they are deserving.
Yeah, a fine line and a difficult tightrope to walk, certainly. Joel Rubin, we certainly appreciate your time tonight. Thank you.
Thanks.